It was true of the anti-apartheid movement. It was true when Rosa Parks wouldn't give up her seat, and it's true here in Ireland. When the Celtic Tiger economy was at its height, and when the surplus of wealth was the greatest in the history of this state, the establishment refused to distribute their wealth in the common good and to secure the future. They would not, they point-blank refused to nationalise the wealth. But now they're happy to nationalise the debt. There's talk of a cabinet reshuffle. This government doesn't need a reshuffle. This government needs to go. Do they really believe, do they really think that the people are Amadons? Do they really expect the people to foot the bill for the bankers, the developers and their political cronies? The people need to send this government a message. They need to tell this government to get lost. They need to tell this government where to put Nama. So it's not a matter of waiting on to the next election. Make a stand now. Be a leader. Don't wait for anyone else. That's the main thing, to stand up for ourselves and to stand up for others. That's what's happened throughout our history. In our homes, on the streets, on lonely hillsides, by glensides, in the prisons. That's what's happened in the history of humankind. It's what's happening across the globe. We have representatives here from many struggles. They're with us tonight. Céad míle fáilte romh a lig to all of our visitors. A special greeting to our friends from the Basque Country, from the USA, from Canada, from Cuba, from South Africa, agus go haraha, our Anam Karja, the people who are suffering dreadfully in Palestine and the occupation of Palestine. All these struggles show the enduring power of the human spirit in search for freedom and justice. And freedom and justice is possible if we really want it. And those of us who care about the world, who care about Ireland, those of us who believe in the people of Ireland, we don't have any choice. We have to make a stand, particularly for those citizens who at this time cannot stand up for themselves. Sinn Féin is opposed to this government because it's not fair, because its policies are unsustainable, but we're also opposed to this government because there is an alternative that will work. Sinn Féin has proposed a major €3.2 billion stimulus package. We would establish a jobs retention fund for small and medium businesses. We would set up a youth jobs fund to create 20,000 jobs. We would use the public sector to kickstart the economy. We would include a social clause in public contracts for hiring a set number of apprentices, young unemployed people, longer-term unemployed people, as has been done in the North by Sinn Féin Minister Conor Murphy. We would reclaim Brand Ireland. We would introduce an aggressive all-Ireland export strategy. All of this is doable. All of this is possible. Jobs can be created. Frontline public services can be sustained and developed if public finances are raised in a fair way. This means real social solidarity. It means uniting public and private sector workers, not dividing them. And among our proposals are a third rate of tax for those earning over €100,000 a year, a solidarity tax of 1% on all assets worth more than €1 million, excluding farmland, an end to the hundreds of unfair tax reliefs which this government refuses to get rid of. Cuivín Ó Cualann called it right when he said, "The closer you are to a minister in the Dublin government, the less you suffer." This Fianna Fáil Green Party has also inflicted deep cuts in the farming sector and on disadvantaged rural areas. Sinn Féin understands the difficulties facing these communities. Our TDs, our Senator, have produced 3 major Oireachtas reports which set out proposals to regenerate the West, to ensure a viable future for fishing and farming communities, and to create more jobs in the agri-food sector. In the North, Minister of Agriculture, Michelle Gildernew, is tackling the needs of farmers in disadvantaged areas and the needs of rural women. Otívan Tuaiskeirt, Tá Sar Obair Janta ag Martin McGuinness agus Fóran na Canshanna Sinn Féin. Bhí an tional agus na Institute Ulla Uran a Guncourt mar gal ar an Democratic Unionist Party. A bhí digris agus focus ar daoine, bhí Sinn Féin agus an DUP abalta teach an comhaontú nua couple of seachtain ó hin. Agus rinmid an Conrú, agus bugmid an process omlan seo ar ai go dtí an céad címela. Just over a month ago, we concluded an agreement at Hillsborough with the DUP. Many thought this couldn't happen, but it did. This was a hugely important and a symbolic moment. I want to pay tribute to Martin McGuinness, to Gerry Kelly and to our other ministers, as well as to the Sinn Féin negotiating team. Here is proof, if proof was needed, of the importance of negotiations as an area of struggle. Policing and justice powers will be transferred in April. By the end of the year, there will also be the transfer of powers from London to Belfast to deal with the issue of parades. More powers moving from England to Ireland is not a good thing for the people of Ireland. Outstanding issues, including Irish language rights, will be delivered on, and there's an additional funding for the Irish language. Now, this agreement is a staging post. It's part of a process, but it's proof also that change is possible. And Sinn Féin achieved by being bold and by being focused, by standing up for ourselves, by standing up to the governments, by standing up for the rights of citizens, and a continuous process forward. The last year has been a challenging one, for us, for the peace process, and for the people of Ireland. It's also been a difficult period for my clan, and I want to thank everyone who has expressed solidarity with my family. And Claire in particular has asked me to thank all those who lit candles, sent mass cards, prayer tracts and get well messages. Go míle, míle mai agad go leor. I want to congratulate Maurice Quinlivan on his determination to clear his good name. In the end,